to the 15th Hayley-Roxanna Crafts quick crochet video, where I share information, hints and tips on one area of crochet in a short video. In this video, I am focusing on how to do stacked stitches. Stacked stitches can be used as an alternative to turning chains when starting a new row or round in your crochet project. They can help eliminate the bump or gap that you sometimes get with turning chains. Essentially, stacked stitches are created by crocheting double crochets in UK terms, or single crochets if you work in US terms, on top of each other to achieve the height of the stitch you require. I will first demonstrate how to use stacked crochet to replace a treble crochet stitch in UK terms or a double crochet stitch in US terms, but going forward I will just use the UK terms. As I am right-handed, these instructions are intended for right-handed crocheters. However, if you are a left-handed crocheter, you could use me as a mirror image so you reverse the hand positions and orientation. I'm using DK yarn and a 4.5mm hook for the demonstrations, but the process is the same regardless of the yarn weight and hook size. So typically when crocheting trebles, I've got a few treble rows crocheted here. At the start of the row, when you turn to start your row, you would do either a chain of 3 to count as your first treble, and then you would put your first treble into the second stitch along, or you might chain 2 and then do a treble straight into this first stitch. The chain 2 wouldn't count as a treble here. But stacking stitches to create the first treble removes the need for these chains. So you'd start by turning your work as normal if you're working in rows, and sometimes even if you're working in rounds. And then you're going to do a double crochet straight into this first stitch. You might wonder why you couldn't do a treble crochet straight into this first stitch, but that can cause your work to be a bit distorted as you're not at the required height to do that. Although you can try it and see how you go with it. But I'm going to do a double crochet into this first stitch. So you just insert your hook. Sometimes you just need to pull that loop up slightly more. Insert your hook straight into that first stitch, yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through the 2. So I've made a double crochet. But because you want this the height to be a treble crochet, then you need to do another double crochet on top. Now we don't go into the top of the stitch as you normally would. This time we're going to go into the legs of the stitch. Okay, so if you look carefully, you can see that each stitch has sort of 2 legs to it, and you want to go into the second of these 2 legs, so the one on the left. If you were a left-handed crocheter, it would be the leg on the right. Okay, so I'm just going to insert my hook under that second leg, like so. Take my yarn over and pull through, so I've now got 2 loops on my hook again. Yarn over and pull through the 2 loops, just as you do when making a normal double crochet. Okay, so that gives you the stacked double crochets to the height of your treble crochet. If you use stitch markers to mark the ends of your rows, so you know where you're going into it when you come back along on the next row, you just pop your stitch marker into the top there, and not the sort of stitch that's on the side. That bit at the top would count as the top of this stitch. And then you can just carry on doing treble crochets as normal into the rest of the stitches across the row. You can also use stacked crochet stitches to create your first double treble and triple treble crochets of a row if you're using the UK terms, or the treble and double treble crochets in US terms. To do this, you just continue stacking the double crochets until you reach the height of the stitch you want. So I've already got 2 stacked double crochet stitches to make a treble. So if I wanted to make this to the height of a double treble, I would just do a 3rd double crochet. So insert into that second leg, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's the height of a double treble crochet. And if I wanted it to be the height of a triple treble crochet, I would then have to do a 4th double crochet on top of that. So again, go into that second leg, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through the 2. So I've now got 4 double crochets stacked on top of each other to make the height of a triple treble crochet stitch. Technically, you could do stack stitches as high as you want, although they are mainly used to create treble crochet stitches at the start of rows. If you have any questions about stacked crochet stitches, please pop them in the comments. And in next week's video, I will demonstrate standing stitches.